What's going to be with Hotspur news here? We just defeated Burnley by 4-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm here with Tobbey, also known as Spurs Centre. How you doing?
Doing fine, thank you. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Obviously, it's a very important win today. To be honest, a game we just simply had to win to get back in the top four places. And I'd say the main thing to talk about today is Gareth Bale. Obviously, 7-goal contributions in his last 3 games now, I believe, or 4 games.
Like
yeah. So, what do you think of him at the moment? I mean, to be honest, he's starting to show some consistency. So,
yeah, I mean, Bale is the whole reason that I started supporting Spurs in the first place. So, I mean, to see him come back to the club was really exciting, and then it was really disappointing when he didn't hit form and he was injured, and things weren't working out. But I mean, now it's just it's great to see. I mean, we used to see like glimpses of Bale, like here and there, he'd be like what he was like, but it wasn't consistent like at all. And like you were just saying, I mean, the consistency is there now. I mean, the entire game for the full, and today I guess was 70 minutes, but for the entire 70 minutes he was on, he was involved and he was getting the ball. He was taking charge of the game, which is what he's missed. So it was great to see.
Yeah, and also having some people come back into the side. Obviously, Sergio Aurier, his first game since he got injured against West Brom, I believe. I thought he had a pretty solid performance. Like, I'm actually surprised I never said this, but I actually missed Aurier. If anything, yeah, but obviously,
I do like Doherty though.
Yeah,
I like Doherty. He's not the greatest, but I think he was just kind of starting to pick up form. I think he had a couple assists in his last 2 or 3 games, and he links up well with Bale. So obviously Aurier is the better choice, but I think Doherty is a good backup to have for now.
Yeah. The next thing, looking at that front 3 today, I'd say front 3 got at least a goal contributions. Sonny got 2 assists, Bale 2 goals and assist, and Kane a goal. So I'd say when on form this.
Yeah, I mean that front 3 is just good.
Yeah. I mean, ever since Bale's arrival, we've been asking for this front 3 since his arrival, and when it's on form, it's seriously effective. And I think this should be our neutral front 3 from now on.
Yeah, as long as they all stay fit. I mean, obviously Kane has a reputation for getting injured, and Bale similar. But as long as they can stay fit and ready to go, I think it's really, really strong front 3 to have. And then when Lo Celso comes back from injury, or when Dele gets back on form and Mourinho starts playing him, it'll be nice to see that front 4 even with those 3, and then Lo Celso or Dele behind them. They'd be really, really dangerous. Looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. So people are talking about our attack being really good today, which obviously it was. But the thing that people aren't really looking at, a player essentially, people aren't looking at is Davinson Sanchez. I thought he was brilliant today, and I think the main reason for that is having Tobbey next to him, because let's be real, Dyer and Sanchez together don't work, and we know that, and we've seen that numerous times. But I think having Toby's experiences, I guess improve Sanchez as a player in this game.
100%. I mean, Alderweireld, he's been there, he's done it. He's played in La Liga, he's played in the Premier League, he's played in a Champions League final. He has all the experience in the world. He's played in the Eredivisie, so he has all the experience, and he has the leadership qualities that I think Dyer doesn't necessarily have in the same way. So when Sanchez, he's just more relaxed on the ball, because he knows even if he does lose it, he has Alderweireld behind him to clean it up. And even if Alderweireld is aging and he's not necessarily the same player he used to be, he does a phenomenal job. And it's wish he was 24 so we could see him for the next 8 years. But
yeah. So it's another thing I wanted to discuss. People were a bit angry at Dele Alli not starting today, especially after his performance against Wolfsburg. But I think it was the right decision starting Lucas, because in my opinion, to break down teams like Burnley and West Brom who are just going to sit back behind the ball and defend, I think you need pace, someone pace, someone who releases the ball quickly. And one thing I have noticed about it over the last few years, he takes too long to release the ball. And although Lucas may not have as much creativity as we know, he does release the ball quicker. When you say,
I think that's down to Dele Alli. He's still coming back to form. He was injured not too long ago, so he's still coming back into the thick of it. But when he gets on form, he'll be better than Lucas Moura. It's just for now, he has to really work on it. And in regards to him not starting today, I think it was I mean, not to sound like a rival fan. I mean, this is something that a lot of rival fans have been saying, but like one good performance against Wolfsburger in the round of 32 of the Europa League doesn't deserve necessarily to get a start in the Premier League. But if you compare that with a nice cameo in the Premier League or like another good performance in the Europa League, then maybe he gets the start then, similarly to what Bale had when he played well against Wolfsburger, played well against West Ham, played well against Wolfsburger again, and then he got minutes in the Premier League. And I think that's going to be similar for Dele Alli.
Yeah. Okay, lastly, I mean, obviously we've got some very big games coming up. Obviously, we're 6 points behind West Ham in fourth currently with a game in hand. We've got Fulham away next, then Palace at home, then the North London derby at the Emirates. So three very winnable games.
3 London derbies, though. I didn't realize that.
Charge. And so the next three games are very winnable. Obviously, Fulham away next. Won't be the easiest game. In my opinion, Fulham are a very underrated side. They don't deserve where they deserve to be. In my opinion, like their attack's pretty good. So it won't be the easiest game, but what your thoughts going into that?
I mean, against Fulham last time out, we didn't play particularly well, but their only goal came from Sanchez getting turned and then Dyer losing a header. So as long as we don't play Dyer and Sanchez together, I think it should be all right. Yeah. But Scott Parker is a good manager. He's not working with the best players necessarily, but he's doing well enough with them, I think. They've had a real upturn in form recently, if I'm not mistaken. So I think at the end of the day, we obviously have the quality where we should be beating teams like this, but it could be a little nervy. And you were just saying, we have a Fulham, Crystal Palace, and then Arsenal. So I didn't even realize until just now, but it's 3 London derbies in a row. So it could be pretty tiring on the squad, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah,
and lastly, who is your man in the match today?
Today it has to be Bale. Has to be Bale. I mean, 2 goals and an assist. What a player! What a player!
Yeah. All right, people. This has been the Hotspur news. Tottenham 4, Burnley 0. Thanks, Spurs Centals and Tobbey for coming on today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.